Water is the source of life. But not only that. With climate change, some rainfall is more intense and extreme phenomena are more frequent. The way we build, the way we develop our cities, the way we waterproof everything also plays a role in the increase in the amount of flooding and the worsening of its consequences. For example, we have built on floodplains where rivers have always overflowed naturally. In the face of intense rainfall, the question arises, should we strive to evacuate the water more quickly down the slope to avoid flooding the surrounding area? Or should we, on the contrary, slow it down to protect the houses downstream? It is not an easy question to answer. To gain a better understanding, let's find out more about this drop of water that falls from the sky. Carried forward by its own weight, it slides down the slopes of what we call a catchment area. During heavy rainfall, rivers that flow through meadows and forests can overflow. This is a natural and frequent phenomenon. These flooded areas, like all wetlands, facilitate the infiltration of water into the soil. The soil behaves like a sponge. Thanks to the vegetation on the surface, the water is slowed down as it runs through these areas. Look at the same amount of water falling on intensive crops or on surfaces made impermeable by roads, shopping centres or towns that have eaten away at natural areas. The water can no longer infiltrate into the ground. It runs off, gathers strength, gains speed, and this time causes ever more spectacular disasters. The strength of these flows never ceases to surprise us. And yet, by building more and more, we have made the land impermeable. On mountain slopes, this acceleration of the water is more pronounced, which causes catastrophic events. We have reduced the possibilities for water to infiltrate the soil. We have changed the course of many rivers, removed their meanders and natural floodplains, removed forests, removed hedges, and destroyed wetlands. When it comes to the question, should we aim to drive the water downstream as quickly as possible to avoid being flooded ourselves, the answer is no in most cases. If we accelerate the water, we condemn our neighbours downstream. There are other solutions to better protect ourselves, starting with having an overview of the whole catchment area, taking better account of floods and flooding, which are part of the natural function of watercourses, avoiding building in areas where rivers overflow. And then, for slowing down water and letting it infiltrate into the soil, there is a whole range of possibilities. Gravel-filtered car parks, green spaces, ditches, we can plant hedges, restore meanders, plant on the riverbanks, on the slopes, give space back to rivers by allowing them to overflow into natural areas far away from buildings. These solutions can also encourage biodiversity and limit the effects of climate change. If we want to reduce the intensity and impact of flooding tomorrow, we need to prepare for it today.